Hello and welcome back to EU4. I am Count Christo. This is the Prussian Pride campaign. We're not yet Prussia, but we are about to take the last province, if I'm not much mistaken, that we need. Yes, I'm right. This is the only province that we need, because we need Stopp or Danzig, which of course we have both very shortly, and we need Königsberg in order to form Prussia. We've gone very well and quite historical in terms of the layout of Prussia, if I'm not much mistaken. I believe it was this area, the kind of central Burgundian area, and Silesia, which is historically one of the very early layouts of Prussia. So we're in this war. We're just going to stick in it a little bit longer while some AE ticks down. If I'm not much mistaken, it's just this next month, this next year that we need to wait for. Oh no, look at that, only the Teutonic Order. Well, we love Memel. And we can get it! Fantastic! Memel is hugely important because it is a estuary, specifically the Niemen estuary. Danzig has both an estuary and a coastal centre of trade, which is great. Look at that. We've got 20% of control in this node at the moment. Oh, that's unrealistically high because we control all these provinces that we won't control later on. We should reconsider our merchants, although actually this trade node only goes in one direction, which means I find usually it's not worth using a merchant here. Excuse me. It's usually not worth using a merchant where the trade's only going in one direction. Okay, so who should we be improving relations with? We still have it locked down, but only just. If Austria gets one more vote, they'll take it from us. Let's improve relations with the Palatinate, because now that Trier is voting for Austria, there's a good chance we can get the Palatinate to vote for us. No, you can't have peace. No peace till we say. We're currently making, 2 ducats. Very nice. Let's get a diplomatic advisor. Diplo rep's always good. One Diplo rep gives usually about +5 reasons for everyone to accept whatever it is that you ask of them, basically. It is the long and the short of it. It's more complicated than that. There are some things that will be more or less than 5, but it's generally about 5. So we're going to loot down all of... Where did I put the loot? Map mode, there it is. We're going to loot down all the rest of Teutonic Order. Oh right, yes, so the situation in terms of peace was looking much better than I thought it would. It's very good news. So we can take all this... And only... Oh. What changed? Oh, that's annoying. There must have been some bug. Okay, we can't take Memel, because that will cause absolute mayhem. Okay, so how about just Königsberg and that? Yeah. Okay, so next year we can do this. Yeah. Or rather, in December we can do that, and then it'll tick over. Because as you might have not seen, there are 3 nations on that list that were all at 50 exactly, and they can join at 50 exactly. So if we wait till December, we take it, it goes up to 50, and then as soon as it hits January, they'll all tick down below 50, and we'll be fine. Sounds good to me. Right, now what tech are we lagging on? Yeah, admin and Diplo. This is what I usually end up lagging a bit on. We would like temples eventually, because we definitely want to build some... in the not too distant future. This should have by the way, like a little icon here, like next emperor will be, and just tell you who it will be. And then you should have a pop-up if it says the next emperor is not you, if you are the emperor currently. That would be really helpful. Nobility granted generalship has expired. Do I want to do that again? Would I rather grant diplomat? Ooh, level 2 diplomat. This is great. Diplomats are the ones that give you better relations over time, which, as I talked about in, I believe, the previous episode, is very important for aggressive expansion. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to look at hiring that guy. Yeah, see, he's only 2 ducats, so he has a 1-to-1 ratio. There's rounding going on, which is why 0.06 goes to 0.123. 1-to-1 ratio between how many points he gives you and how much he costs. So he is as efficient as a level 1. Level 1s are the most efficient in terms of monarch points for your buck. Oh, we got a morale inspiring leader coming up. He's pretty good. We still might disinherit him if we can get enough prestige that I feel confident about it. Problem is, as Austria builds up more imperial authority, every point of imperial authority is a reason to vote for Austria. Who is solidly in the lead on these 2. We're gaining on this one. We can improve relations with them. We need to improve another 57, and we can improve another... Where is it? Yeah. 82. Sorry, 72. That's pretty good. Great Horde. Sorry, I'm going to keep calling them the Golden Horde because their name just changed. Rivaled Poland. Yeah, it's not very helpful to us. How close are we to an alliance with Muscovy? Only 10 reasons. Wow. Getting pretty close. Ooh, we're losing money. Oof, we're only just not losing money. That's going to be tricky to manage, but I think it's worth it for that that advisor, because he's very effective. And also that increased relations over time is really useful. Oh, good, the year's ended, which means we can do this. Only Bohemia, Teutonic Order, Pomerania. How about if I take Memel? Just no? How about Königsberg? Ooh, we could take Königsberg next year. Shall I wait for it? I think I will, and part of the reason why is that while we're occupying this land, see, it's not much, but we are making a bit of money off it, and we can keep looting it. There's no reason to stop before call for peace comes in, and just to make sure I'm not wrong. No, see, there's no call for peace yet, so I think we're fine just to hold on to this land for now. Oh right, we've got a coastal province, which means we should start building barks as soon as possible to get our trade up in the in Lübeck node. We'll do that as soon as we have enough money to do so, which I think might be right now. Not quite. We've only got 20.26 and we currently need 20.2. There we go. Oops. Yeah, give me a bark, please. Muscovy. -9. Oof, that's really good. We're very close. Muscovy, of course, is hugely powerful often in this game, and this looks like one of those times. Very occasionally, Novgorod will beat them, but it's not at all common. Okay, we can't have finished improving with the Palatinate. No. How about the... Oh, they're at 200. They're not quite at 200, but they are very close. How about Austria? How does Austria feel about us? -47. That's quite low. You rivaled France, didn't you? Yes. So how's France feel? -47, also quite low. But the Ottomans... quite low. Ottomans haven't rivaled Muscovy. These days I see a lot of Ottoman-Muscovy alliances, which would be great for us. I think we'll improve relations with the Pope for a bit. If you're a Catholic nation, always want to have as high relations with the Pope as possible, because it gets you more papal influence per year. If you hover over your papal influence, it shows you our gains modified by 16.5%, which I believe is exactly half, yes, half of how high your relation with them is. So if you can get up to 200 relations, that's plus 100%. Papal influence gain, which is, really significant. Oh dear. Okay, that's not ideal. What we want to do is peace out right before these guys win their sieges, and then they should just leave and go and siege the rest of the Teutonic Order. So that's going to cause Livonian Order, Austria, Bavaria, Salzburg. I'm going to let them take Danzig, because we really don't want Austria to join. It would be a total disaster if Austria joined. I'm going to put these guys down here, because that's going to cause them to become black flagged once I finish the peace. Yeah, this is wise. If I'd done it too early and then Austria had joined against us, it just would have been a total disaster. It would have been really bad. Oh, I didn't realise... Hang on, what did it say? Oh no, Poland's allied to Bohemia. I thought it was saying I was allied to Bohemia. So I'm not. So yeah, Bohemia and Poland are our next targets, unless we want to go for some small fry, which we might well do. Okay, so it's January. Can we take this without... Yes, we can. So look at that. Barely any. Pomerania, Teutonic Order, Bohemia. That's very doable. I'd also like war reparations. They've no alliances for me to break. Cancel that. Gives me some prestige. Might as well. Give up your claims on me. Okay, looks good. And there we go. The glorious victory, Brandenburgian conquest of Danzig. That was indeed pretty spectacular. Half casualties, and they almost outnumbered us. So now, yes, they're black flagged. Oh, and it's automatically unoccupied Danzig. Ah, well done, Paradox. I wouldn't have thought you'd have thought of that. So, yes, and we can walk between here and here now, which is great. Delete this fort, because I don't like forts. And core everything. Marvellous. Okay, looking good. Reliance with Muscovy. -8. We're really close. So if we go back to this guy, don't worry, the other guy is still there, and then we recruit some more infantry to bulk up our armies. Let's see if that's enough. Lost the Casus Belli. Let's start building a new one as soon as possible, because we want to war them again, definitely. We want to take these coastal provinces. Definitely Memel. How long is your truce with them? Till 61. Ours ends in 70. So they've got a whole 9 years they could declare on them without us being able to do it first, which is not great. But it's just... We're going to have to live with it, I think. We've got the really important province for us, which is Königsberg. Okay, so there's 2 more troops. What do you say, Muscovy? -1! Oh, it's so annoying. Right, how about if I... What could I do? What could I do? I can't rival these guys yet. We've only got 2 enemies. We have been playing the diplomacy game well. I can improve relations by another 3. Not very much, but worth doing. Lose 10 loyalty, that's not great. Lose 5 prestige, that's not great. It is 30 diplomatic power, but I mean, we're nearly at this tech, and there's not much I want to do beyond that. And I'd love to have longer time with the clergy being loyal. Because clergy being loyal can be very useful. Okay, it's at -1, should go to 0. Honourable people, few indeed. Yeah, 50 prestige. Oh, I shouldn't have kept this mission. That was foolish. Let's cancel that. See if we can get another one. It only takes a year for another one to pop up, so let's have our troops wait around in Danzig. I'm going to leave that general assigned because I want him to die, ideally. You've got a couple of allies. You don't have any allies, and our truce is expiring, so Pomerania looks like our next target. Okay, come on, Muscovy. -0. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just hire up... Oh, I can't afford more than 1. Oh, I trained cavalry, whoops. I'm going to hire up 2 Merc infantry and see if that's enough to push our army strength high enough that they'll take the alliance. It is! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Muscovy accepted our glorious offer to enter alliance, and now we're just going to kill the infantry. We tricked them. We tricked them into thinking we were stronger than we were. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're allied to Muscovy. That secures our future quite significantly, because previously our allies were... I mean, look at them. They were nothing special. Surely we haven't improved relations with you all the way. No, let's go back to doing that. Alliance... royal marriage with Muscovy by all means. If we can personal unionize Muscovy... Personal unionize? Put Muscovy under a PU. That'd be great. Muscovy is fantastic because it has national ideas that give it loads of manpower. Did you just say you allied Bohemia? Oh, you fools, Bohemia, you fools. So now Poland hates the Teutonic Order, and they're allied to Bohemia, which means they might not declare war on the Teutonic Order, which means we can now declare war on the Teutonic Order, which will let us get to war with Bohemia. That is really good. And then what we do is we'd crush Bohemia, make peace out with them separately, tell them to break their alliance with Poland with a very short truce, then eat the Teutonic Order, and then after our truce ends, before they can re-ally Poland, we eat Bohemia. This campaign, I swear... YouTubers often say, I've watched a lot of EU4 Let's Plays, like hundreds of hours of it, it's crazy, but people always say it's really hard to play on camera, and I'm sure it is harder to play, but I swear things are just going my way. This is fantastic. So yeah, unfortunately we're getting building up a tech penalty. Ooh, we've died. Okay, we've died, our new guy is rubbish, as we said, unfortunately. Fransonian Holsakens. At the death of Brandenburg, the Holsakian lands were split between his sons. Oh, we get a personal union with Ansbach. Ansbach? Cool. Where's Ansbach? Let's just click it and then it'll show us. There we go. Ansbach. Oh, well that's kind of useless, to be honest. I'd almost rather not have them. There's 7 development down here. Oh well. Ours not to reason why. Ours but to integrate. Okay, well, I guess, you know, free land. I shouldn't complain. Really. Oh, good, they've stopped voting for Austria, but they're still not voting for the Palatinate. That's excellent. Marriages from all our allies, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, our new Electress is fantastic. Let's see what her trait is. An Electress of the People. No, I'm afraid not. She's von Wittelsbach. Ugh, indulgent, that's rubbish. Von Wittelsbach, that's Palatinate. Ooh, interesting. There's I don't know if it's technically a glitch at the moment, but if your Electress is ruling the country, like that you have an underage heir and your Electress is ruling, you can press personal union claims as if she's in charge. So if they had a weak heir claim and we had her in charge, we could personal unionize the Palatinate, which would be quite nice. So we've got too many diplomatic relations. Problem is, I really don't want to break any of those. So what I think we'll do is just deal with the fact that we're losing a bit of Diplo points. It's not a huge deal, being over the diplomatic relations limit. So we're only at 12% here, and we're pushing a ducat down to Lübeck. That's good. We should focus on actually taking Lübeck itself, and Hamburg, and Bremen, and these big ones down here, and Stettin. Stettin is our next kind of feasible goal. I should start building some claims on them ASAP, actually. How's our aggressive expansion? 67. We won't be able to take much off them. But we should declare war on them anyway, just to make sure that we have a truce with them so they can't join a coalition against us. Let's come back from the Pope and start building a spy network against Pomerania. How are we doing Pope interaction-wise? We're getting there. Oh right, we've low stability. I don't really want to bump it while I have overextension. That seems a bit wasteful. The Peasants' War? I don't think I've seen the Peasants' War for years. Well, obviously that won't happen because we're going to get rid of the overextension. Become Emperor. That doesn't sound very likely. Prussian expansion. Memel, Ermland, Marienburg, Chelmo, Ostran, Notek, and Juchala. Where is that? It's all this area. It'll give us claims. That sounds good. We do want to go to war with Poland. Poland's only allied to Bohemia, but they've got this great big PU. If I went to war with Poland, I bet Russia would help. Let's have a look. I'm just going to start calling them Russia, I'm afraid. The Palatinate and Cologne would help. Ah, but I recently broke a promise to give land. For something like 30 years after that promise, I'm not going to be able to promise anyone land. Before I forget, let's start improving relations with the Palatinates again. Create a proper fleet. Yeah, that sounds doable. Let's do that. Ooh, great. Our first trade ship. First of many. I often build many trade ships. Great. Called the rest of them, which means it's time to bump our stability. I like to bump it to at least 1. And since the clergy's loyal, that makes it cheaper. That's very nice. I don't want to grant generalship because that would put them too high. I'm going to leave my guy in charge. If I died right now, who would inherit? Noble from House. I really hope we die without an heir. If we die right now, we get someone from Russia's dynasty, which would mean we could probably personally unionize Russia at some point in the future. That would be great. Onsbach, you have a positive opinion of me, right? Yeah, good. So they're not going to break free or anything. Because they're so small, we're going to be able to inherit them really easily rather than having to integrate them. If you look here, currently we have a 0% chance to inherit them because it hasn't been 50 years yet. Once it's been 50 years, we'll be able to inherit them quite easily. There's a minus, I believe, 1% chance to inherit per province that they own. So, you know, they've just got one, it'll be easy. Okay. Make us emperor, people. You know, just toddle off Austria. So now here's the question. Do we tech up right now? Because we haven't embraced the Renaissance yet. But it'll be a long time before we do. We've only got 30% in 22. Oh, I never bumped this up. There we go. So now it's at 20, so it's developing faster. See how much lower that is compared to Breslau. But I don't think we want to wait. I think we want to take these techs once we can again now, because of course I've just spent some of them. But actually this one's useless. And what do you get at Tech 5? You do get 5% trade efficiency. That's worth getting. It's worth shelling out a couple of extra monarch points. The other option is just to pump it all into development, which will get our Renaissance progress up. You know, I do like that strategy. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to spend loads of money on development in this province. Do we need military tech right now? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's just spend... What's military tech 5 going to give us? Because I don't mind about not having temples. Idea groups. See, the thing is, we'll get to military tech 5 cheaper if we develop. We'll spend loads of points developing, yes, but you do get the development. I mean, it's not points wasted. We're planning a war. Just one into military. And a bunch from admin. And now a bunch more from Diplo. See, now we're so close. It'll be present there in a mere 7 years compared to way longer than that. Oh, that's just made them not valid. That's so annoying. We were about to attack them. I should have been about to attack them. Oh, actually, I forgot they were allied to these guys. I'll probably call them in against Pomerania, and that'll let me declare war on them. Yeah, and then against Pomerania, I'll just want to take Stettin. And against them I'll just take this, which gives me access to castle, which will let me kind of go down here into the south. We need to make sure we always have an angle of expansion. The nobility aren't happy with their lot. Whiners. Let's revoke this one, because that one's got no autonomy. You want to keep them in provinces that have high autonomy. That put them dangerously close to the cap, but we should be okay. Okay, new rivals. Well, Poland, obviously. And Venice, Provence, Savoy. They're a slightly distant game. I like allying Denmark. Are they going to take an alliance? Oh no, they hate me. Alright, let's rival Denmark. That might make them allied to Teutons, but they tend to not like the Teutons. So let's embargo the people that we just rivaled, and insult one of them to get our power projection up. Ooh, and cancel our bad embargoes. Love this pop-up. Always forgot about that in the past. Let's insult Denmark. I'm not worried about them attacking us. They're outside the HRE. They wouldn't dare risk the war with Austria. Now we should... What was I doing, my diplomat? Improving with the Palatinate. Yeah, all 4 voting for us. Locked down. So the thing is now, even if all the other 3 vote for Austria, we still win. Cardinal across the border. Now, I used to love this, because you get a cardinal, but now it costs you corruption, which is so much money that I'm not going to do it. I want to claim on Stettin. Cancel that. I'd also like a claim on Brunswick. So our truce is over in December of this year. Let's get our guys in Neumark ready to attack. Of course, we must always attack. And, Poland is annexed to Moldavia. We've gotten rid of our curtailed mercenaries. Oh, we had mercenaries this whole time. Foolish, foolish me. Let's get rid of those. Oh, they would have been costing us so much. Let me just see how much they were costing us, just so I can beat myself up about it. They were costing us a ducat a month. That's like a whole fort. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's something to remember about forts, right? Let's say you had 10 forts. You could have a 20 stack of merc infantry for that much. It's a crazy amount of money. Okay, well, after that little muck up there, I'm going to take a break. Next time, the Pomeranian succession will happen, with or without the mission, and we'll take a bunch of land off Pomerania, probably just this province, if I'm honest, hopefully breaking Saxony's alliance with Brunswick in the process, which would be very useful. Maybe we'll become emperor if old Friedrich here would just hurry up and die. To do everyone a favour, really. Hopefully we'll hurry up and die as well, to give us a grand Rudovician king, which would be very useful. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.